And good morning from Shady Spring High School as Video Productions presents the Little General C. Adam Toney preseason shootout here at Shady Spring High School with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. We have the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, and Jackie Moon on camera. And Eric, we turned the page from football as we're in the final week of the football season with championship games, 2 of them being played yesterday, 2 more today. Like I said, we turned the page. We're now into basketball, and this is like the final showcase for these teams before they start the regular season. And this is the first of 5 games here this morning, this afternoon, and on into the evening. We'll get started here at the top of the hour. Nicholas County and James Monroe, to be followed by Shady and South Charleston at 11:45, Beckley and Nitro at 1:30, Oak Hill and Wyoming East at 3:15, and then the final game, Eric, you and I will have Greenbrier East and Hurricane. That's just here in the main gym. Across the way in the auxiliary gym, they'll have Greater Beckley against Summers County. They'll also have Liberty against Van, and there'll be one other game that they'll add as well. But anyway, it's good to be back on the mic and looking forward to a great day of basketball.
Yeah, we're starting to transition from the gridiron to the gymnasium, and it's going to be a seamless transition as this is a year, how many for us?
5.
Year 5 for us.
Well, 5 at Video Productions,
yes.
But many years us being together.
Yeah, and I'm anxious to, like every year, it's like opening a Christmas present and fitting in December because we get to see all these teams and see what they have for the upcoming season.
Before we get started with basketball, got to send out congratulations to the 2 state championship teams from football and congratulate Morgantown as they, we could say, slay the dragon in beating Martinsburg 28-21. And how about the young man for Wheeling Central? 41 carries, 415 yards of rushing, and they put up 56 in their win over Clay Patel. Yeah,
and every yard was needed because the CB's Clay Patel hung in that game, for a while, but the strength of Wheeling Central really took over in the second half, and hats off to them. I read an article, I think, earlier where that's that coach's 13th championship.
It's his 9th. The school's 13th, his 9th.
His 9th.
Yes.
Okay, so he's got a factory going on up in Wheeling, and we didn't have a chance to do a game with them last year. We knew coming into this season they were going to be a good team because of the way they scheduled last year. And you just don't travel to state playing people unless you have a roster that can compete.
And Eric, it's funny you say that because I was watching the game with my brother Matt last night, and I said, the fact that Wheeling Central's won 13 and their coaches won 9, and you do hear, and rightfully so, about Dave Walker and the run he had at Martinsburg and all the other coaches, but the guy at Wheeling Central, you never ever hear nobody talk about him. He's won now 9 state football championships.
And it's wild that you're talking about this, and we didn't have a pregame or pre-show meeting because I was thinking the exact same thing, and also with their basketball program.
Right.
The top program with the most championships we'll see later is
Beckley.
Beckley with 16, but I think. And I
Wheeling Central's right there.
I think they have like 13 or 14.
Yeah, yes.
So that is the premier program, and especially in dual sports in the state, bar none.
Yeah, with that said, we now will flip the page to basketball. Like I said, this is the first of 5 games you and I will have, and it'll be James Monroe. James Monroe is a Class AA team, Nicholas County a Class AAA team, and really excited because here's the same thing too, Eric, and there's always more questions than answers because people have asked me all preseason, how's this team going to be? How's that team? Particularly the 2 local teams, I get a lot. I'm sure you do too. How's Beckley going to be? How's Shady going to be? We know the rosters have changed. I said, honestly, I really don't know until we see them play.
Yeah, and this was a little look-see for both of us. We both get inside intel,
right?
As far as because we're connected to, the 2 local programs. Well, we'll say all
the local programs,
the local programs because we cover them. But what you're going to get with Kelly Mann based on his playing career and the way he played basketball. You're going to get up-tempo, run some sets when they need to, and they're going to play defense. And with Nicholas County, you got some guys, and just looking at warm-ups, they got some size.
Well, you're reading my mind again. As you were talking, I'm looking at both teams warming up, and I'm like, both teams got some size.
They got size, and this is going to be a fun game.
We're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break. We'll get you ready as we'll tip this first scrimmage here from Shady Spring High School at the top of the hour at 10 o'clock as you're watching live streaming coverage of the Little General C. Adam Toney Shady Shootout scrimmage here on Video Productions.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a Little General store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, We'll get you home for the holidays.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
We're ready to get this scrimmage started. We'll give you the starting lineups as we go. The opening tip of the game is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Scotty Brown is your State Farm agent, and he's located in Shady Spring, West Virginia. You can dial him up 681-238-6130. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, Eric, it'll be James Monroe. They'll be wearing the maroon tops with white bottoms, and then, of course, Nicholas County in the gold, and we'll give you the lineups as we go. So Nicholas County controls the tip. Of course, these are 8-minute quarters, and this is a scrimmage called just like a regular game. Got regular referees, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, and it looks like James Monroe's coming out in that man-to-man as we talked about at the top of the broadcast, and Nicholas County's going to have to figure out this man-to-man.
There's a shot inside, and it's taken away. Here comes James Monroe on the attack, and they get into the lane, and we've got a whistle, and we got a foul. Of course, that is Lane Taylor for James Monroe. It is Ryan Mann, Lane Taylor, Eli Houchins, Caden Hines, and Bryce Gardner.
Okay, and I'll go with Nicholas County starters. There's Spencer Kuiper, who was made the personal foul there, and they have Channing Sarver and Maverick Smith. And rounding out the starting lineup is Isaac Miner and Eli Thomas.
There's a nice take off the glass up and in. Nice shot that time for James Monroe. And that shot, they've got a 34, but there's no 34 listed on my roster. And imagine that, Eric, right off the bat, huh?
So I don't know who to give that point to.
You don't have a 34 on your roster that made that shot.
That wasn't James Monroe.
Oh, James Monroe.
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah, looking at 34, I don't see a 34. So, in fact, there are all kinds of numbers out there, Eric, that I don't see. So maybe we'll get that squared away with the book because this is exactly what they gave us, so we apologize for that. And, of course, it's preseason, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll have to get that from the book because the numbers are not correct. Here's a three ball from the near corner is good, right down the chute. Here's the press, and right for an easy layup. That was a perfect place. Kuiper in the right place at the right time to catch that deflection and lay it up and in.
And it looks like after the make, they're going to come out with some full court pressure.
James Monroe barely just in time, Eric, getting across the timeline. There's a drive down the lane, and the layup is good. And like I said, we beg your pardon because we were given a list of players and names, and if that was the case, that one right there was Lane Taylor that laid that one in according to his number and according to the roster I have, but there's numbers out there that we do not have names for. And here's going to be a layup for James Monroe. That's up and in. And we have Landon Pritt, but not sure if that is him or not. So we'll get this figured out at our next break. Right of the lane, the basket is up and in for Nicholas County by Sarver.
And this is going to be tough, as you said, because Nicholas County's, we have their numbers.
Yeah, there's a foul by Thomas, Eli Thomas. Eric, we were talking about as we were filling out our lineups that were given to us, that you can't have a team, I think, any team on any level without a Thomas on it, right?
That's right. I think it's the final ingredient to great team chemistry, Maris.
Well, we've got great team chemistry here. When we get to our first break, Eric, we'll have to check the book because, like I said, the numbers we have don't match what the players are wearing out on the floor, at least for James Monroe. With Nicholas County, they do. So here's James Monroe with it. And maybe this could be something the coaches didn't know. Maybe they changed uniforms to get the ball down low. A little short shot off the glass is up and in. 7-point advantage for James Monroe. And they get a steal. Near side three on its way, a little strong. And the loose ball comes to Nicholas County, but they throw it away, and then we have a foul.
Yeah, turnover and a foul, just a big-time mistake for Spencer Kuiper as he was able to clear the rebound, but made an errant pass and caused a foul.
So we're going to have 5 for 5, 5 new players in for Nicholas County, 5 sub in, 5 sub out. Nicholas County's head coach is Brian Phipps, and Kelly Mann, the head coach for James Monroe. There's 5:24 remaining here in the opening quarter. Down low, count if it goes in a foul.
Yeah, that's the third bucket of the quarter for this young man from James Monroe, and he's a problem on the inside.
That was a nice out-of-bounds play. We watched the replay, got the contact, able to put it up and in, and able to go through the contact, Eric, to finish the play.
And able to utilize the ball fake, get the defender in the air, and finish the three-point play with the free throw.
Polish off the three-point play to give them a double-digit lead for James Monroe at 10. And now they're trapping the ball, making it tough for Nicholas County. And with the ball is Brady Lilly, and he was in trouble there, and we got a foul, and a foul is going to go against James Monroe.
See who this one's whistled on.
He's on 2, right, Houchins?
Yes.
So it'll be side out for Nicholas County, and it'll be Tanner Evans will put it in play for the Grizzlies. I like on their uniform it says Grizz.
The Grizz.
I like that. All right, so here is the Grizz. They're down 10, and coming up on the 5-minute mark of the opening quarter, this first of 5 scrimmages here, being presented by C. Adam Toney Discount Tires and Little General Stores.
Yeah, this James Monroe team, Maris, they do a good job of switching and calling out screens. You can tell they're very well coached defensively.
Yeah, making it difficult for Nicholas County to find an opening. And they drive it in, drive it back out. If we had a shot clock, it'd be winding down by now, wouldn't it?
Definitely would be deep into the shot clock right now.
But like you said, good defense, good perimeter defense. They try to get the ball in the post. They do. There's a double team, and we got a whistle. We got a held ball, and the arrow will give it to James Monroe.
Yeah, and I think that's the correct call right there. What a great post up, as you see on the replay here. But the worst thing the big can do is bring it down and make himself small, and he's tied up for the jump ball. Yeah,
that was J.C. Boone that got the entry pass, and like you said, he brought it down. He got it tied up, and now Nicholas County will try to extend the pressure as James Monroe able to break it. Right down the lane, a little floater, doesn't go, and got his own rebound to Lane Taylor. The big fella thinking about the 3, putting it on the deck. Finds a shooter on the wing. The 3 doesn't go. Nice offensive rebound inside that time by Lane Taylor. And Taylor will draw the foul.
Yeah, and Lane Taylor, and they're really good on the offensive glass, and this is causing all kind of problems for the Grizz.
Now, Eric, tell me my eyes aren't going bad. There's 2 34s on the floor right now.
Definitely
at one
are.
time.
2 34s.
2 34s. So we realize it is a scrimmage, but there's no way, and we don't have – in fact, as I look at
there's no way to give the players their props.
Well, you know, Eric, but they have 2 34s on the floor, and I don't have 134, neither do you.
Roster.
And we've got, like 20-some players that are listed on our roster as the free throw is good, the first of 2 by Lane Taylor. So I guess somebody did the old switcheroo without telling anybody, didn't they?
The old bait and switch, right?
I suppose. I thought there I was seeing Foreigner's double vision, 2 players out there with the same number. Biggest lead of the game right here at 16-4 is coming up on the halfway point of quarter number 1. But when we do get a break, Eric, like I said, we'll try to rectify that as there's a nice little baseline floater is good.
And I think that was Brody Lilly.
Yes, that was a nice shot. And one of the 34s rings a 3.
Hey, he's been on Mr. Inside Outside right now for the Mavs.
That was right down the chute. They get a steal. Far corner for 3. That's too strong. Knocked out of bounds, and it will go over to Nicholas County.
And here on the replay, as we see the 3 rain from the sky.
And a 23 checking in for, we don't have a 23 on our roster either. So we're going to, like I said, just bear with us, ladies and gentlemen that are watching. This is what we were given, and we do not have that. And there's a turnover. It's good pressure in the backcourt by James Monroe.
Yeah, and caused the dribbler to not only pick up the dribble prematurely, but drag the pivot foot.
So with 3.5 first quarter, it's a 19-6 lead. And I'll tell you, playing this early in the morning has not bothered James Monroe. They have played with energy, and that's a nice hard take to the basket, a nice finish by Lane Taylor at the rim.
Yes. Yeah, the one good 1-2 punch going on for
James Monroe.
The Mavericks right now, yes.
And once again, their defense, and they force another turnover as Nicholas County will sub out 5 for 5.
Yeah, and you're dribbling it right where they want you to there.
We watched the
induce
replay.
The trap, and the Mavericks do a good job of not reaching, fouling, staying straight up, just playing good defense.
So here's James Monroe with it. They've got a 21-point quarter now and still got, a little more than 3 minutes left in it. And that's really good if you're talking about a 21-point quarter. There's a 3, a little strong by our second number 34.
Yes. Hey, and Mayor, and you know what? They're real efficient on offense, but the defense is just creating enough havoc to really get extra possessions for the offense. That's why you're able to score 21 points at the 3-minute mark.
Hey, Eric, if they have 2 34s, can we say half of 68? I'm just trying to have fun with it, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, we'll try to get this taken care of. There's a foul on the drive, and that foul is going to go and against Taylor for James Monroe. So it'll be out of bounds to the Nicholas County Grizzlies. Kuiper will put the ball in play. Kuiper looks for a cutter. Can't find anybody, and they finally get the ball out, and they throw it away. James Monroe's defense has been really good. All the way to the basket, lays it in, and it's good and a foul.
Yeah, strong, nice take for the Mavericks there. Under control, too, had a 2-on-1. Could have passed it for an easy bucket, but I like the initiative, the offensive initiative. Why pass it when you can go yourself?
Right. Well, I know you would say that because that's in your playing days, that's what you did. Pass. That wasn't in your vocabulary, right? But nice take. And this young man, half of 68, this 34, this particular 34 has played really well. Now the other 34 gets the offensive rebound and puts up the short shot and then commits the foul as he left the shot short in the lane.
Yeah, and that's one of those things where when you shoot it short, you try to go after it, and that's just not what you should do right there. That was a
little frustration, wouldn't you say? Yeah, because, it's a shot he felt he probably should have made. Here's a pass ahead of the field. Nicholas County going in for 11. It's stripped.
Way to get back on defense.
Yeah, that was Eli Thomas that went in for that shot. And Nicholas County will have it up under their own basket. But right now, very impressed in this first quarter with James Monroe with 2:40 left in it and already have 23 on the board. And here's a steal. And here's James Monroe. And that's been the key. Their defense has really set up their offense in really good shape. And fake the 3 down the lane, puts the short shot up, won't go. Battle for the rebound, and Nicholas County comes out of there with it with the rebound, but then they lose it, and the putback is good for James Monroe.
Yeah, just too much strength and great defense. They don't reach. always in position to get a steal as they turn them over again.
Yeah, and it was too much dribbling that time. Here's a foul. It'll be 2 shots. But, you know, when you're being double teamed, you don't want to go through all that dribbling, and then they throw an errant pass as we watch the replay.
Yeah, and if you look here.
And actually, that was that last.
Yeah, I think this is where the steal
they
and
got
the
the
easy
steal,
layup.
and then they got the layup. So getting to the free throw line is a 23, which we don't have for James Monroe, but the free throw is good. And we got a 20-point game, Eric.
Yeah, and just like that, it's been predicated on that defense.
It's a 10-0 run right now for James Monroe. Second free throw on its way. We've got them both. Now, I know at the end of each quarter they go to 0-0. We'll keep a running score and throughout the course of the game, but each quarter will start over at 0-0. So we're coming up on the final 2 minutes of this first quarter. They whip a pass down inside, and it's stripped. They got the ball down inside to Eli Thomas. It's taken away. Here comes James Monroe, a run out, and that's a travel. Yep.
Yes. They got it.
Had his holiday bags packed. He did a little traveling, didn't he?
A little traveling.
Well, like I said, this is the first of 5 games here in the main gym at Shady. It'll be Shady and South Charleston in our next matchup, followed by Beckley and Nitro at 1:30. Oak Hill and Wyoming East at 3:15. Greenbrier East and Hurricane will be the nightcap at 5 o'clock. So we've got a lot of top quality teams, quality players we'll see here today, Eric.
Yeah, and, you know, and all these teams, man, especially the next couple of teams, you know, James Monroe, they believe in winning state championships. And, of course, you know, we all know about the Shady program, what they've built here. And Beckley and as Taylor drains another 3.
Lane Taylor, a 30-point quarter, 30-6. And honestly, Eric, when I saw the matchup, I really have no idea what to expect in this game. I thought the game might be a little closer, but it's been all James Monroe. There's a short shot. It's no good by Nicholas and a rebound. We got a whistle and a foul, and I think the foul's on Nicholas County.
Yeah, and we'll look as the 3 is rained from the –
right down the chute from the left side.
From the left key.
So we're over the limit in fouls, and we'll walk to this end in James Monroe. We'll be shooting free throws with Lane Taylor. And Taylor's had a really good first quarter. Like I said, you know, 30-point quarters is something you just don't see in high school. You know, talking about, you know, 8-minute quarters.
Yeah, great. The tempo they've created, the tempo they wanted, and they real efficient on offense.
Yeah, their defense has been outstanding. And they're on a 15-0 run, trying to make it a 16-0 run if Taylor can hit the back end of this 2-shot opportunity. But the early start time has not bothered James Monroe at all.
Nah, not at all.
As they've opened up a 32-6 lead, and they've scored 16 unanswered. Nicholas County's had a hard time just getting the ball. There's a foul. Yeah, a little too aggressive.
Yes.
Almost could have called 2 fouls on that play, right?
On the closeout. And if the only thing that you would see in this contest from James Monroe, Taylor has picked up 2 quick ones, and, you know, in a game that would probably make him come out.
Yes.
Picking up 2 fouls in the first quarter.
Right. So we're over the limit in fouls. And, you know, when you press as the way that James Monroe has, you're going to be a little aggressive. You're going to commit fouls, which they have. Both teams over the limit. 2 shots coming. And for Nicholas County at the free throw line, we have is Boone, and the first free throw is no good. J.C. Boone, a junior, got some size on him. He misses the first one. He has the second one coming on its way, and he missed them both. Battle for the rebound, and James Monroe comes out of there with it. Final minute of the opening quarter.
Yeah, with his height, the big fella needs to get to that free throw line and work because he'll be sent there a lot.
There's a 20-footer, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with James Monroe. And Lucas there will put the ball in play. And we got a pardon, that was Comer that put it in play. Lane Taylor with it. Now the ball over to Ben Comer.
Maybe he got away with a travel
Yep,
there.
Nope, not that time. And into the lane that time is Landon Pritt, and he turns it over. So 27 seconds left in the quarter number 1, which has been all James Monroe, and they lead 32-6, and there's a steal. Steal by Taylor. He has it. Spin move into the lane, maybe last shot time here in the final 16 seconds of quarter number 1. This is Comer with it. Got to look at the
Need
clock.
to go, I was gonna say,
got to look
need
at the
to
clock.
go.
7 seconds left in it.
I think the shot's going to leave his hands.
Going to have to shoot it because they won't get a shot off. Tough off-balance shot doesn't go by Lane Taylor, and that's the end of the first quarter. 32-6 the lead for James Monroe. Take a break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Inside the gymnasium here at Shady Spring High School for the first of 5 games. Maris is on a mission, so I had to take over the play-by-play. You'll be listening to this voice for the rest of the game. Nah, Maris is back.
Well, Eric, we're trying to got all the numbers all jacked up as we told you. And of course, the score is 32-6. Now we start all over, and we're ready to go to start the second quarter. So, Eric, Ryan Mann, who was listed as number 1, he is
34.
the main 34.
That's what I thought. I thought that was him.
You are correct. And they had Lane Taylor, who was 1. He's 20. And we'll try to get this on the fly for you, but apparently there was a mix-up with the uniforms. Whatever the case may be, we're now trying to get them as best we can as we start the second quarter. Now, we start over 0-0, but the score is actually 32-6 in favor of James Monroe. So the team was definitely awake, but maybe whoever packed the uniforms, whoever knew was going to wear a white uniform, Eric, maybe they weren't awake.
Yeah, I guess they didn't look at which team was home, which was away, and figured it out.
And I also understand, too, these are practice jerseys, and they don't match. They might have been their actual game jerseys. So, anyway, hopefully we got things straightened out for you.
No help. It's going to be 10. Oh, he had to call a timeout.
And let's see if we got a 30 or a full. We got a 30-second timeout. And while we got a minute, I want to tell you that these games are brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell your house, you want to contact Exit Elevation Realty, Luke Richmond, the broker, Steve Morgan, the associate broker, and you can check them out on the website at exitelevationwv.com. Also, the action brought to you in part by Hart's Cabinets. Hart's Cabinets are located in MacArthur, West Virginia. They have quality custom cabinets. They're a proud sponsor of local sports at 304-252-2917. All right, Eric, I think now we've kind of got it somewhat figured out. I can tell you this, that Ryan Mann is 34, Lane Taylor is 20, Eli Houchins is 33, Caden Hines is number 1, and Bryce Gardner is the other 34, if that makes sense. So bear with us, fans from James Monroe. We can only go with what was given, and no one knew about the change even when the game started. There's a 3, which is an air ball. That 3 is put up by Brady Lilly for Nicholas County. It won't go. We're coming up on a minute into the second quarter. Of course, we've got 0-0 because they changed the score at the end of each quarter, but it is 32-6, and what a excellent first quarter for James Monroe.
Yeah, they put a clinic, James Monroe did, offensively and defensively, as a nice backdoor cut.
And that's Hines. Now, they had him listed as 4, but he's number 1. Hines was able to catch it and lay it up and in.
Yes, and Hines elevates right there to score the point.
So that makes it 34-6. And this just been a blitz, really, and Nicholas County's had a hard time with the James Monroe pressure.
Yeah, the difference in the game has been the pressure as they turn it over again. And Nicholas County will go 5 for 5 once again.
So this is a great morning and afternoon and evening of basketball. Bill O'Brien and Mark Montgomery are in the auxiliary gym, which is across the hall from where Eric and I are at. Of course, Eric and I are with our normal team, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, Jackie Moon on camera. Also, Video Productions will have a WU Tech game. They're playing that at Van Meter Gymnasium, Eric. The Armory not available, and they're playing Appalachian Bible College. Which, by the way, for people that don't know, WU Tech 2 days before Christmas will take on Marshall. How about that? Down at Henderson Center in Huntington, as there's a 3-ball good by James Monroe.
Yeah, and I think that was Bryce Gardiner that hits that deep 3. And you're right, as we look at the replay here from the set offense, good pick, down screen, and made it rain right down the chute, as my partner would say. And to touch on what you said with WU Tech, that would be a great experience for them to go and play Marshall in the Henderson Center.
Of course, you know what's great about that. Of course, you know Cornelius Jackson, the head coach at Marshall, there's a James Monroe foul. Of course, his brother Benitez is assistant coach for Tech, so maybe Marshall won't beat up on him too bad.
Yeah. No, you know, we have siblings. I think that's when you really try to win the game.
Well, I'm sure the head coach at Tech, Corey Akers, say, well, don't take it out on me because you want to beat up on your brother.
Well, you remember that thing called guilty by association?
Yeah, that's right. Which, by the way, there are some news about Tech, and I'm going to get into it, which I texted you about it last night, which I'm glad to hear that, and I'll get in that in a minute. Right down the lane, the short shot is no good, and that shot that time was put up by Hines, and coming out of there is Nicholas County. But I got one other thing I want to touch on about Tech, and I'll do that when I get a chance, and I'll get a chance right now. But anyway, Adam Seams, the outstanding soccer/basketball player at Greenbrier East. Of course, you know, he played basketball for Tech. He was hurt, then he played, and then he was going to go play soccer at Setston. Then he came back to Tech, and he was going to be, and he was, not going to be, but he was an assistant coach. Starting today now, he has eligibility, and now he's going from the bench to playing, so he's part of the rosters. There's a foul on that.
Yeah, and, you know, much needed addition, too, because what you get with Adam Seams is the intangible things. He can shoot it. He shoots it pretty well, but he's nonstop hustle, plays defense, real cerebral player, so I think he'll help them out.
And a coach on the floor, right? Because he was an assistant coach up to now. Now he's like a player coach.
That's exactly right.
That's what Bill Russell did.
Right?
That's right. You're not thinking
Bill Russell.
You know, the Celtics won the '69 NBA championship with Bill Russell's player coach. And to my knowledge, that's the only time that's ever happened, a player coach. And there's a nice drive and a little kiss off the glass, which is good that time by Ryan Mann.
Yeah, just easy offense right there. And Ryan Mann commits the real quick foul. That's just not very headsy play by him.
Yeah, Nicholas County's had a hard time scoring. And, Eric, you go back, it was 16-6. It's a 23-0 run going back to the first quarter.
Yeah.
And really, Nicholas County's just been overmatched here by James Monroe.
Just really outmatched right now, and that's what these scrimmages are for. If you're Nicholas County, you look down your schedule. This James Monroe team is going to contend.
They're going to be good, aren't they?
And you don't care what class it is. This is a well-oiled machine.
Well, you know, we'll have a chance. James Monroe will be in the battle for the Armory, the little general battle for the Armory. We'll see them against Shady. There's a 3-ball hit. And I'll tell you, you know, that those two games in the division that you and I'll have, it'll be Beckley against Wyoming East and Shady against James Monroe. Those are 4 really good teams.
Yeah, and you know what? Shady and James Monroe, you know what you're going to get with both of those teams. Defense. They're going to go at it. And you know what you're going to get with the Wyoming East Beckley game. They try to get up tempo. Both teams try to really get out and run it. And you're talking about 4 great area teams in that.
You know, Eric, division. I was thinking while you're talking, you're right, 4 great area teams. You're going to have a really good team going to come out of that 0-2.
Yes.
Yeah, wow. A real good team's going to come out of that 0-2.
But that's the beautiful thing about basketball, though, because that 0-2, none of that matters until February and March. But
Sarver with a nice off the glass and a much-needed bucket for Nicholas County.
And Nicholas County's trying to create some offense with defense.
And the putback doesn't go off the steal that time by Maverick Smith. And back the other way is Mann to the basket, and it's an offensive foul.
Yeah, definitely.
But you're right, you know, and that's what you like playing, that type of schedule. As we watch the replay, Eric.
Yeah,
that type of schedule. Like if you're Beckley, you want to play Wyoming East, and you want to be able to play in the scrimmage. You want to see where you stand. You're Shady. You want to play James Monroe, and then it could end up being James Monroe Beckley or Beckley Shady. However, you want to be able to see where you stand at this early juncture.
You know, a lot of turnover on rosters. Shady's gotten a lot younger. I had a chance to look at the roster that you gave me, and not short on talent, just short on experience, where they went on that 4 or 5 year run,
right,
where they had the same names and faces for a long time in the program.
Right. And, of course, that's being, consistency of programs that even though the names and players changed, you want the success to continue.
That's right. And, winning breeds what?
Winning, that's right. And just like Beckley the same way, they've got some new names. And when you watch Beckley, and when we have them this afternoon against Nitro, and we see Beckley through the course of the season, there'll be some names that are familiar to our viewers, but there'll be some names that may not be.
Yeah, and guess what? After you play well,
then people know who you are. There's a nice steal in the layup by James Monroe, and that was by Gardner that time. It's 44-8, coming up on the halfway point of quarter number 2. I know you see on your screen 12-2. That's what we go by quarters, but the overall score is 44-8. Here's a baseball pass, and I think, wow, that looked like ready for tomorrow in the NFL.
Yeah,
that looked like a deep throw.
Post.
Yeah, that looked like Patrick Mahomes throwing the deep ball.
Airing it out, right?
Yep. Here comes Nicholas County on the attack. Here's a 3, and it's short. And that 3 was put up by Smith. It won't go. Ball's loose, down on the floor, and still battling for it. And James Monroe able to come out of there with it. Into the lane, a little short floater won't go. Tipped around a couple of times, and the Grizzlies come out of there with it.
Got to walk.
And that was Thomas who turns it over with 3.5 to go here in half number 1. But like I said, we've got some great basketball coming. We got Shady and South Charleston. Another thing, too, Eric, with the 4 classifications and some of these teams changing, like, potential always in there with Beckley, where South Charleston was and Beckley were always in that same region. Now South Charleston is AAA, probably going to be in Shady's region, and they're going to scrimmage. Right. And then you have Capital, who was always in that bigger division. They're also, even though they're not participating in this event, they're still being there with South Charleston. They're down in AAA.
Yeah, so, I don't know what the split would be because you have Herbert Hoover, too. So
right.
They'd have to be split into 2 divisions, right?
Right.
Two sections.
Well, they have regions now where they don't have sections. There's a drive and a foul on the baseline.
And the top 2 come out of the region,
As
correct?
Hines will get to the line. That is correct. If you remember, in 4A last year, Beckley, and if you were South Charleston, they end up losing to Beckley. But had they won that game, they only had to win one game to make the state tournaments. So it doesn't take as much to get there as what it used to be.
Wow.
Back in the day, you used to have to win 6 to win it all. You'd have to win 3 to get there and 3 once you got there. Now, you still got to win 3 once you get there.
So 5.
But sometimes or 5 or 1 if you get a bye. Yeah, maybe 4. That's correct. So a lot of things have changed over the time. The second free throw is no good. Both free throws missed that time by James Monroe. And here's a nice drive and a finish. It doesn't go, or a nice drive to the basket, and that's Johnson who'll get to the line. Braden Johnson will shoot a pair.
Yeah, nice take. But James Monroe, even after misses, they get after it defensively, and they've created the tempo that they wanted.
And, you got James Monroe, of course, Bluefield, we wish them the best of luck. They're playing at noon in the Class AA football championship. Now, they were supposed to partake in this, but obviously playing in the football championship. And they were going to play last night had we not got canceled due to the weather.
I think that's a little more important right now.
Yeah. And I'm sure the majority of those players, which you and I saw Bluefield against Independence, majority of those players will also play basketball, and they're not even thinking about basketball yet. They still got football business to tend to. So 1 of 2 free throws is made by Johnson. The overall score is 44-9. James Monroe coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the first half. But, yeah, Eric, I think you talk about just in our area, region alone in southern West Virginia, the 4 classes, there's a lot of quality basketball and a lot of good teams. There's a 3-ball hit for James Monroe. And that 3-ball, I don't have a 3. I do not have a 3. So a 3-by-3, how about that?
And we'll see it here on the replay. Just gets a high ball screen and raises up for the J.
When we get time, we'll try to update all this at halftime. And we do apologize that, but even to the scorer's table, they were kind of blindsided with it too. And actually, when the ball went in the air, as I was told, that's when they got that there were some changes. And as they saw as we did, there were 2 34s. Like I said, I thought I was having foreigners double vision out there for a minute. Illegal screen right here.
Yeah, and the kid from James Monroe thinks it wasn't, but you can't keep moving your feet.
They're going to call that every time.
Yes, every time. It's an easy call.
So the overall score is 47-9 with 2.5 remaining until halftime. And like I said, the key has just been the pressure James Monroe. They've just been able to turn Nicholas County over. Nicholas County's had a hard time to break the pressure and get the ball across midcourt and really get a good look at the basket. It's been a struggle.
It's been a struggle. And then once they're able to break the pressure, they're sped up. They're
making them play faster than they like to.
Way faster than they want to.
Yeah, and then this pressure and
just frantic.
And right there, look at that. That's not really their style as they throw it away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they make them, and that's what good defensive teams do.
Impose your will
that's
defensively,
right.
and that's what they've done.
Make them play your style. Of course, James Monroe also always known for their football, but they've always been good in both boys and girls basketball. Here's a three right in front of us. It won't go. That three put up that time by Gardner, and it won't go. They battle for the rebound. We got a whistle. And let's see. I think James Monroe's player at that time was standing on the end line, and the ball will go over to Nicholas County.
Yeah, the only thing, if you had, I'm sure Coach Kelly Mann can pick apart a lot of things, but, I think just the careless fouls and once you turn over a team, don't give it right back to them.
And the defense, though, he's got to be pleased with the biggest part.
Definitely.
And, Eric, as well as I know, on any level, coaches are never pleased about everything. And you can't be, because there's probably nothing as a perfect game.
Well, guess what?
And no one expects that, right?
It's their job.
That's right.
To
coach and instruct, right? They say maybe coach not doing his job if he's not out there fussing about something you did wrong. Once again, a power move down low by Ryan Mann. They have no answer for him, and he's going to be one of the area's better players.
Inside-out game.
Yes.
And the thing I like about his skills, and you can tell coach's son, a lot of people use that word, but I think that's true. He does like a lot of the fundamental things. He's got great ball fakes in the post, and
he's well built.
Built.
He can do both. He can take you off the dribble.
That's right.
He can shoot the three. He can post you as he did that time.
Like if you had a super big, he can pull them away from the bucket and take them off the dribble and cause chaos offensively that way.
Tanner Evans at the free throw line. That's another thing. Nicholas County's not been able to cash in when they've got to the line. Of course, it's a 16-3 advantage in this quarter, but overall, Eric, it's a 40-point lead for James Monroe, 49-9.
To all our young listeners, I think that's one thing that a lot of people want to score, but they don't want to, work on being a scorer. You want to be a scorer, work on your free throws.
Yeah, because it's amazing. If you average 6, you could maybe, if you make your free throws, you could be in double figures to 10 or 11.
Easy.
Here's a three ball straight away, in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's out of bounds over to Nicholas County.
Wow, that jump shot did everything but go in, didn't it? I mean,
it rattled around, didn't it?
It rattled right out.
Coming up next, it'll be South Charleston and Shady. Looking forward to that. And the one thing about it, and also maybe the way they play, and it's hard to think in 2026 when I use that term, hard to believe 2026. But even when you have bigs, and a lot of these teams that I've seen don't have real bigs, they spread the floor and they face the basket. Nobody uses the true post player anymore. Yes, you have players that can post, but most teams spot up, and I think that's what we'll see a lot from Shady, South Charleston, Beckley. Of course, one of South Charleston's better players of last year graduated, now playing at Tech in Kellum. So that was 6-7 that they lost out of their life.
Kellum was mostly, if you watched them play last year, South Charleston, he wasn't a true back to the basket
post player, right?
Yeah, he was coming out shooting the three, doing it all.
And even back in the day when Maxwell played for Shady, he was three or off the dribble, attacking the basket, not really backed up to the basket.
Because his offensive skills, and it's translated to the
to the college
level as well.
So we'll be looking forward to that. And it'll be, you and I are looking forward to a very fun year as we get to cover most of all these area teams here on Video Productions. We'll see Shady and we'll see Beckley a lot throughout the course of the year, plus some of the, like I said, some of the other teams. Of course, we'll have the New River Community and Technical College on Video Production. That's a full week of basketball. Nice little pull-up shot is good. And like I said, don't have that young man's name on the roster. We'll try to get all this corrected by halftime here as we're in the final minute of the first half. Yes, it's a 51-10 lead for James Monroe. Here's a run out and a layup up and in. That's a nice play right there, and that is Comer who finishes with the layup.
You're talking about over a 50-point half for James Monroe.
Yeah, they got 53, and, they scored the first 5, and they've never looked back. It's a 43-point advantage, and there's a foul. And getting to the free throw line, there will be Eli Thomas for Nicholas County. But Nicholas County is going to open their season Tuesday, so this is, like I said, this is really their last, practice call, I guess you could say. Dress rehearsal, because, obviously you don't practice on Sunday, have a practice on Monday, and get ready to go play Tuesday.
Got to get it going. The W's and the L's start counting next Tuesday.
Yeah, and the girls have already started playing. Of course, we're looking forward to our actual first boys game, high school-wise, will be December the 16th. Will be Greenbrier East and Beckley at the Raleigh County Convention Center. And then 2 nights later, Eric, on the 18th, we'll have Princeton girls at Beckley girls. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, 2 rival games starting out for the Beckley squads.
Yeah, there's a foul on the drive.
Count a bucket? No, 2 shots.
I was going to say.
That'd
have been a real
NBA continuation.
That's shooting it on Friday, going in on Saturday, and counted if they were going to count that one. But they're over the limit, so it's free throw time.
That would have been and one on the playground, right?
Yes. Well, back, when you start to think about that, and I don't know if you ever played that since I'm a little older, but we used to have this rule that if you called a foul on the playground and the ball went in, I never understood it. They said it didn't count. You had to take it back out again. I said, that's an advantage to the defense.
Yeah.
That's why they hacked me all the time, because I kept making it. All right, both free throws are good. 55-11 is the score, final 20 seconds of the first half. And as you mentioned, Eric, and just the case of this first half, just the relentless pressure and defense of James Monroe taking Nicholas County out of their comfort zone and make them play much faster.
Yeah, way faster than they're comfortable with. And, teams that'll scout this and probably use that recipe. A lot of contact there, no foul.
Actually, they got 12 points. They got a 6-point first quarter, 6-point second quarter. The actual score is 55-12. Final 4 seconds of the half, and they won't get a shot off, and that's how the half will come to an end. So we're at halftime here at Shady in this little general C. Adam Toney preseason scrimmage. And at the break, it's a 55-12 lead. We'll take a quick break, recap the first half. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With Compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. And Eric at the break it's an 8-minute halftime. It's 55-12 James Monroe. It's 32-6 at the end of the first quarter. So I can do the math in my head that Nicholas County had a 6-point first quarter and a 6-point second quarter. So 32 points for James Monroe in the first quarter, and that 23. Would be what, 23?
I did that math
You
for
did that math, so it's 55-12. The first 5 points were scored by James Monroe. They never looked back. They got up 16-4. They went on that run, and they ended the quarter with a 16-0 run to lead 32-6. But the big difference and the main difference has been the defensive pressure, and we had touched on it through the call of the play-by-play of the first half that James Monroe just able to get Nicholas County out of their comfort zone and force them to play faster in which that they would like to.
Yeah, and James Monroe's, you can see over the course of the year they're going to want to get after you defensively and create easy shots. They have some length on top of that press. They're all well coached to get in position for the next pass, anticipating the next pass. And Nicholas County, as you stated, Maris, they just were never in sync after the first 2 possessions.
This halftime is brought to you in part by Direct Choice. Direct Choice is a pre-owned vehicle lot that's located at 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley. It's the newest pre-owned car dealer with some of the best selection and prices in southern West Virginia. Direct Choice Pre-Owned is a proud supporter and sponsor of all local sports and student athletes. Rick Lewis does a great job. He'll go over there. He'll take great care of you. Jimmy Davison and a guy that you and I both know real well, Richie Horton. The three of them will take excellent care of you at Direct Choice.
Yeah, Direct Choice. I had a chance to drive by it a lot. They have a good selection, a lot of trucks, Maris, and it's coming up on winter time.
Right.
Someone needs a four-wheel drive around here maybe to carry that big buck they just killed.
Yes, also our halftime is brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance, and you're in good hands with Allstate. You're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent. She's my agent. She takes great care of me. She'll take great care of you. And go by, and the key word, if you go by and you need insurance and you call up Lori Richmond, you tell her Maris said 3-ball in it, and she'll hook you up with a great deal from Allstate. We also appreciate all of our sponsors that make this possible. The fine folks at Pepsi. Pepsi of Southern West Virginia, a proud sponsor of local sports. We also appreciate Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. And, Eric, it won't be that long until the end of the year, and they have a great New Year's Eve celebration. You want to reserve your lane by calling up Leisure Lanes at 304-253-7328. Also, the game brought to you in part by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. Had lunch there yesterday. They have great, I'll tell you what, they have the best meatballs ever. You need to go by Pasquale's right there off of Harper Road, and they have delicious food. And if you're thinking about having a private party or you want catering for the holidays, you can dial up Pasquale's at 304-255-5253. And also being brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. We appreciate Infinity Coal Company. And I got that live read here somewhere, as we know what a great job they do. And it was Infinity Coal Company was built on a foundation of safety, innovation, and teamwork. From the heart of coal country, they deliver the resources and the strength in the industry and in communities alike. Infinity Coal Division, from the coal seam to the steel beam, that's Infinity. We'll take a break, get you ready for the second half of this first of 5 scrimmages here at Shady here in the morning hours. Eric and I both got up very early this morning, had our breakfast, and we're up and going. And James Monroe is up and going as they lead 55-12 at the break. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Merry Christmas, 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 Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas from Fayette Clinic.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Pre-owned auto sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-owned auto sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-owned auto sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
Merry Christmas, 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 Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas from Fayette Clinic.
Merry Christmas, 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 Merry Christmas.
From our Access Health family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera as the first half of the first of 5 games, Eric, is in the books. It's a 55-12 lead for James Monroe. They've been outstanding here this morning. And, of course, as we start the second half, as you look on your screen, it goes to back to 0-0, but the score is actually 55-12 in favor, as I mentioned, of James Monroe. James Monroe are the team in the purple, trimmed in black, and, of course, obviously in gold, trimmed in white, navy blue is Nicholas County. And, you know, Eric, I would think if you're James Monroe, you want to see more of the same. You want to continue to pressure. Nicholas County, you've got to find some way to slow the pace of the game down and be able to break the pressure.
Yeah, and I think at halftime you work on what's going on with it. The pressure at halftime is breaking the initial pressure and then getting in your offensive set. You know, just because you break the pressure doesn't mean you have to be for now. I mean, you're behind now, but just work on really trying to get into an offensive set.
Well, one of the things, and the way they do it here, which, you know, to me, the way, I mean, the overall score is 55-12, but each quarter starts 0-0. So now you just, you know, you're down to win the possession, win the quarter, that kind of thing. As we start the second half, James Monroe will have the first possession. And here's a 3, and that 3 is too strong. It hit the top over the basket, and that makes it a dead ball. And so on the first possession, if you're Nicholas County, that's a positive thing right here. You get a stop.
Yeah, no matter how you get it, you induce the bad shot. And right now, with a chance to just try to win a quarter, right?
Right, win a possession, win a quarter. As that shot put up by Thomas doesn't go. Here's a run out for James Monroe, and the layup is good. But the main thing is, can you handle the pressure? And it's hard to dribble through pressure. They did that time. Thomas goes up for the shot. He'll draw the foul. He'll get to the line.
And this will be the second trip to the line for Thomas as he's able to, break, contain, and get to the rim, as we see here on the replay, the little general replay. And
nice hard take.
Nice hard take, and got bodied. But you need to capitalize at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's an area where Nicholas County didn't shoot it. We don't have the numbers, but I know they did not shoot it well in that first half.
Yeah, definitely did. And they, got to the line probably 6 times, and the woes continue.
Yeah, maybe made 1 or 2. As you mentioned, woes continue. Thomas misses the front end 1-1. You probably didn't hear our front end of 2 shots. Probably didn't hear a lot of that in your playing days, or did you? Did you?
No, that's why I preach it. Early on in my career, there's a big-time lesson that my brothers taught me.
Yeah.
And it was if you want to score, you want to be a scorer, you get fouled, you make your free throws.
Yeah, because
nobody's guarding you. You can score easy when no one's guarding you.
Right, and if you can't make free throws, that's why you're continually going to get fouled, right?
Yes.
So here's Nicholas County. Working around trying to find somebody open. Here's a 3 ball by Thomas, and it's short. And James Monroe, there's a foul screened out there, skying high for that rebound. For James Monroe that time was Hines, as he got up for that rebound.
Got up, and I was going to say, him and Mann's young man, they both play above the rim.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough team to deal with.
Or at least near it.
Yeah. Well, I will say this, and I think you agree, James Monroe is going to be really, really good throughout the course of the season.
Well, and a lot of it starts up top there. So, what's a mainstay with all the programs that we're going to see today, the area ones? Good coaching.
Right.
It
filters on down.
And it filters down.
Executive producer and director and owner of Video Productions, Mr. Butch Mounts, made his way into the building. Always good to see Mr. Butch Mounts.
Clean-shaven Butch Mounts. Last time I saw him, he had a little no shave November going on.
Yeah. Last time I saw him, he had his Michigan hat on. Now he's got a WU hat on.
Hey, after what I saw last week, he might want to switch.
Of course, with West Virginia, that wasn't much better, was it?
Yeah, but wait, this year's 0 for us. You're Michigan.
That's right. Yeah, I'm with you. All right, and Nicholas County having a hard time to get the ball up, and they don't. They turn it over.
And WVU, they'll put that in the card file.
Yeah.
I tell a lot of people they won't get beat like that too many times.
That was their worst home
forward.
loss since 1891.
Exactly.
I didn't know they were even playing football way back then.
Yeah, me either.
Bill O'Brien was probably broadcasting that
I was
game.
going to say, hey, Bill, that was his first game broadcast.
There's a little floater on the baseline is good. That was a nice shot.
It was. By the young man that we don't have on the roster.
Don't have it. Yep. And these practice jerseys, I'm sure.
Well, he's on the roster.
He's on the roster, but I'm sure we don't know who he is, and I'm sure these practice jerseys maybe don't match up, obviously, with their game jerseys.
Yeah, you know what the clue was? Because there are 2 34s on the court.
Yeah, I said we had 68 out there, right?
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Half of 68.
Yeah, that's one thing, too. At this time of morning, Eric, the shadows from the sun come in on the court. That could be a little difficult right there on this particular area of the floor here to our right and then over to our left as there's a foul right there.
Hey, they even subbed in some refs.
I was going to say, now we got a new referee that did not referee in the first half.
Yeah, it went from 2 down to 1. Maybe they took the other 2 to the auxiliary gym.
Yeah, we had 3 officials. Now we got 2.
Maybe the other 2 had to go cover.
Yep, free throw is no good. And like I said, that's an area where it's been tough for Nicholas County. You're getting the Kuiper missed the free throw. He's got nothing coming. So what did the referee say? They had to go split them up?
Yeah, they split them up. He just got here, so he came to call this game.
And the second free throw by Kuiper is good, so he makes 1 of 2. The score overall is 59-13 as we're 2 minutes into the third quarter. Mans whips a pass here to the near side. There's a 3 on its way, and it's good. 3 ball knocked down by Taylor. Lane Taylor drills a 3. 62-13 the lead for James Monroe. And a steal.
Turnover.
Yes.
Got numbers.
3-on-1. Taylor, nice head fake off the glass,
stop.
up and in.
The old jump stop.
Steal back the other way. Shot doesn't go. Rebound put back up. Won't go. Here's Mann. Back out. Taylor dials it up from downtown. Left it short. Offensive rebound. The putback's no good, but there's a foul.
Just too much for him on the boards. And
Hines will get to the line, yep.
And just relentless defensively.
Yeah. Size, athletic ability, just too much all the way across, as you mentioned, all the way across the board. So we got a couple of free throws coming here now for Hines. And the first free throw is good. 65-13 is the lead. But this has really been a struggle for Nicholas County on the offense, really on both ends of the floor, but especially trying to put the ball in the basket, Eric, because they only had 6 points in the first quarter, 6 in the second quarter, and we played almost 3 minutes here in the third. They've only got 1 point. They don't have a field goal yet. The second free throw is good.
Yeah, and this pressure, they just haven't figured the puzzle out. As right there, they had it beat if they could have looked deep.
There's a layup and laid up and in. That's a nice play. And unfortunately,
you don't have 30 on my roster.
I do. I see Keenan. Yep. Landon Keenan laid that in. And that is Nicholas County's first field goal here in the third quarter. As we're almost 3 minutes in here to the third. The next game will be Shady taking on South Charleston. That will come up at the conclusion of this. And I'm told this is done a little different this year. In the past, they've had, as there's a lay-in, that lay-in is by J.C. Boone.
Back-to-back buckets as Nicholas County picked the foul up on the reach under grab.
But, Eric, I was told they have situational, last-minute stuff, like 2 minutes, 30 seconds. They worked on that a little. I'm told I don't think they're going to do that this year.
Yes,
so
I
we should
remember
go
they did that just
right into the next game. So here comes James Monroe. Man down the lane, leans in with a short shot, and it goes. Like I said, he can beat you a lot of different ways. He can post you up. He can shoot the 3. He can take you off the dribble. And like you said, coach's son, and you can tell that he spent a lot of time in the gym. I was screened out. Did you see who got that one?
Yes, back-to-back buckets. It was 32 for Nicholas County.
32, that's Boone. And now a turnover. So we're excited about the beginning of the 2025-2026 high school basketball season for the boys. There's 3 buckets in a row, and that's something that Nicholas County tries trying to build on some confidence as Evans able to score that one.
You know, they're doing it, defensively.
Yeah. And the one thing, they've continued to play hard, and they're still getting coached up. The overall score is 68-21.
Yeah, but you like what you see here in the second half. Like you said, showing some fight. Nicholas County showing some fight there.
And in this quarter, they're down. It's 13-9 for the quarter. And they've turned over James Monroe. And on the turnover, Nicholas County has the arrow in their favor. More and more people making their way into the gym here at Shady Spring High School, getting ready for the next one, which, as we mentioned, Shady and South Charleston. And Beckley and Nitro, of course, Nitro, Eric, as you know, playing in the class, there's a foul, playing the Class AAA football championship tonight against Princeton.
You can guarantee you don't get their full complement of players either.
And then we are looking forward to seeing Wyoming East against Oak Hill, and then Greenbrier East and Hurricane in the 5 o'clock matchup. So a full morning, afternoon, and evening of basketball here. Final scrimmages before you get ready to, get the curtain up and start the beginning of the regular season. Here's a three on its way. Banked in.
Bank is open.
Bank is open on Saturday morning as Lily knocks it down. Back the other way comes James Monroe. Man thought about the three, put the defender in the popcorn machine. As he puts up the shot, it won't go. Yeah, that defender for Nicholas County had salt and butter all over him. He got put in the popcorn machine. You never want to go, especially don't go for that head fake.
Nice ball fake.
And there's an illegal screen.
Yeah.
That gets you every time.
Extended the arms.
Yep. Good call. And, not everything, Eric, not just for the players, coaches, but for us, the broadcasters, and the officials. This is preseason. We're all trying to kind of get where we hope to be in midseason form as we start the season. Of course, we have veteran officials, and you and I would be considered veteran broadcasters, I would think.
Yeah.
Veterans
I'm a veteran
anyway.
of a lot of things.
70-24 is the overall score with 3:03 left in the third quarter.
Hey, it's five.
So they inbounded the ball when it should be free throws. And once again, like I said, it's preseason, so it's 2 shots.
Two shots, yes.
The scores tabled, everybody, the officials all got to get. And that's not really the officials' fault because it's up for the scores table to let the officials know.
They were trying to buzz
it in. It's the 5th foul.
My man Bobby couldn't figure out the button over there.
Speaking of a long time, Bobby
He's
Smith.
definitely a veteran score guy.
Yes.
I've seen him from all levels, YMCA all the way up.
From when we were short to when we were thin to when we were a little heavier to when we've grown up to when we had hair to now we don't have hair.
Bobby's been the one consistent, right?
Yes. Free throw by Sarver is good. So this has been clearly the best quarter. They're Nicholas County within 2 in this quarter, and both free throws are made.
Maybe they're just now waking up,
Well, James Monroe's had a lot to do with that. There's a foul on Nicholas County as we just go under 3 minutes for the third. The overall score is 70-26. And, of course, this quarter is just a 1-point advantage for James Monroe. Both teams over the limit. So that'll be free throw time, and that will get Ryan Mann to the line to shoot 2. And actually, I like, and we talked about it before, I like it on the 5th foul.
Yeah, and the thing is, we thought it was, I think it makes the game,
the flow of the game much better.
The game is better.
First free throw is good. Mann's ready. Second free throw on its way. It needs a roll, won't get it. And Nicholas County will come out of there with it. But even after a missed free throw, Eric, look at the pressure that James Monroe still puts on, and they force the turnover. So whether you make it, whether you miss it, they're still able to set their defense. And James Monroe will inbound there on the far side. Man is directing traffic. Want to take the defender one-on-one, shaking and baking, takes him to the baseline, a little fall away, and is good. Little playground move, right?
That's just good offense right there, taking advantage of what he considered the mismatch.
Well, he told everybody, clear out. I'm taking
out.
him, and he, like you said, that kind of, able to kind of dip his shoulder a little bit, little down low, and then a little fall away, create space, and make the shot. There's a drive down the lane. Trying to find somebody open, get the ball inside. Boone will put it up and in off the glass.
See, in Nicholas County in this quarter, they've done a good job out of half-court sets, getting into their offense and getting it down low.
Final 2 minutes of the third quarter. The overall score is 73-28 in favor of James Monroe. They scored the first 5, never looked back. They outscored Nicholas County 32-6 at the end of the quarter. They were up 55-12 at the break. They lead 73-28 now. As like I said, we're under 2 minutes. Mans right to the basket, puts up the short shot, doesn't go, and he'll commit the foul. And that's a shot he wished he had back because he had great space there. He got right to the rim, and he couldn't finish the play.
Easiest shot he's had all day.
Yeah. And now, like I said, both teams are over the limit, so we'll walk the length of the floor, and it'll be free throws. And let's see, it will be Boone, I do believe. Yep, J.C. Boone, a junior, will step up to the free throw line for Nicholas County, and he will shoot 2. Up next, South Charleston Shady. Of course, we're just in the third quarter. After the conclusion of this game, I'd say there's probably about a 15-minute warm-up time for the two teams before we get the next one going. Free throws good, and that's another thing too, Eric, that Nicholas County has shot the free throws much better here in the second half.
Yeah, a lot of things in this third quarter have turned around. That's why they're able to either be down 1 here after this free throw or tie them in the quarter.
Boone ready. Got some nice size on him. Like I said, just a junior. Free throw is no good. I hope that wasn't the broadcaster's jinx, right?
Yeah, that really exists.
Here's a little short shot right of the lane is no good, and that shot was put up by Gardner, and it won't go. So if you're looking on your TV screen, you see 234s. You don't have double vision. There is 234s out there. Eric, if it wasn't this early in the morning, I would question my vision whether they were actually 234s.
I think you actually did. I think you actually did when it first happened.
So wait a minute, am I seeing that right? But we got to understand it is scrimmage, and
Right there, Brayden. No one. You got no one. You got no one. No, get through it. Get through it. No one, Landon. You got left.
Coming up on the final minute of the third quarter. Off the glass, nice take up and in. That's a nice play that time by Hines. Able to create the space there, he can get to the rim. Here's Boone with it.
Hines, polished offensively as well as he gets a block.
Yep. Final minute of the third. Here's a run out, and we got a foul. We got a couple of free throws coming for James Monroe, and it'll be Lane Taylor that will get to the line. But, when you take a look at this team, Eric, for James Monroe, you got Mann, a senior, Taylor, a senior, Houchins, a senior, and then that's it. They've only got 3 seniors. They've got a lot of good young players. They're 3 of their key players are seniors, but still they've got a lot of underclassmen to sprinkle in with that.
But good leadership from those 3 seniors will have those young guys ready to play next year because they'll see how it's done, and that's how you build the program from top to bottom.
First free throw's good, second was good. The lead is 77-29. Once again, the relentless defense, and they force yet another turnover. But the pace that James Monroe wants to play with, that shot is up and no good. That shot put up by Hines. They battle for the rebound. The turnaround by Gardner's too strong. Nicholas County comes out of there with it. Final 30 seconds of the third. And they throw it away. And a foul. And we'll walk the length of the floor, and it'll be Caden Hines will get to the line for James Monroe.
Yeah, Nicholas County battled in this quarter, but the results of that battle, both teams have been in the bonus, so it's kind of bogged it down the last 2+ minutes of this quarter.
Yeah, I can't believe that none of the players of either team's getting to the line. It's not a technical, even though it looks like he's shooting by himself. Free throw's good. At least
they called it.
Oh, they called it
intentional.
Yes, they did. I beg your pardon.
So it'll be 2 shots in the ball.
Second free throw is good. That takes the lead to 79-29. And it'll be side out for James Monroe. Hines makes both those. But, you know, Eric, we talked about it in the Battle for the Armory, the little general event. It'll be James Monroe playing Shady in one of the games that you and I will have in Beckley and Wyoming East in that one division. So that'll be a real battle for the Army with those four quality teams.
It's going to be – I'm excited. When is that, December
29th and 30th? Yes.
Get Brady, get that, Wayne. Get
Yep,
Brady,
right
Brady.
after Christmas
Get
and right before New
Brady.
Year's.
Hey, you can't push it in the
Final
back.
10
Let's
seconds
go.
here of the third. There's a three is good. Right down the chute.
All the way, JC, right side.
And,
technical.
Yep. With 1.5.
Oh, well, they call it
They called the
goaltending.
basket.
Counter
It's
basket.
good. But I'm like you, Eric. I wouldn't think you were able to hit the backboard.
Yeah.
82-31 is the overall score with 1.5 left in the third quarter. Comes the baseball pass ahead of the field, puts the shot up, count if it goes, and it
That's
goes.
good.
You know, things are going well. You're living right when you get an off-balance bank shot by Comer to end the third. At the end of three, it's 84-31 James Monroe. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this here on Video Productions.
With Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. Eric, boy, I'd like to have a nice cold Pepsi about now, huh?
Yeah, definitely need a Pepsi. We'll kick one up here probably, after in the afternoon, get us a couple.
Yeah, I had to miss my cartoons this morning. I had to be up here at the, here at the
Bugs
gym.
Bunny.
That's right. Absolutely. Rabbit's work is never done. See Charlie Houck from Little General Stores making his way into the building as we start the fourth quarter. And we're ready to go. James Monroe has possession of the ball. The overall score is 84-31. And Nicholas County, obviously, Eric, played a whole lot better in that third quarter.
Yeah, it showed some signs of life, and let's see if it carries over into the fourth quarter, this last 8 minutes of the game.
Coming up after this one, it'll be Shady against South Charleston. That'll be followed by Beckley at Nitro. And then Wyoming East and Oak Hill, and then Hurricane and Greenbrier East. They break the pressure, and they get the and one. That's a nice play. As Nicholas County's Kuiper able to get to the basket and able to finish and draw the foul. Now we'll try to, as we watch the replay, Eric, we'll try to polish off the three-point play.
And a good job getting it into the post and finishing strong. And Nicholas County's been able to do a little work in the paint this second half.
So the free throw is good, and Spencer Kuiper does polish off the three-point play. The overall score is 84-34, and now Nicholas County putting up some pressure of their own, and they almost got the steal there. And then a little contact at midcourt, and there's a foul on Nicholas County. And that foul will go against Maverick Smith. But as the coaches, you might be able to hear them because we're almost on their lap.
Yes.
You can appreciate you don't mind a foul if it's a hustle play like it was on that play.
And that one was trying to get to the ball, both players trying to get to the ball. A little late getting there.
Right.
So here's James Monroe. Looks like they're trying to run maybe a pick and roll at the head of the lane. There's a pull-up jumper in front of the rim, no good. And we got a whistle and a foul. As Kuiper able to get the rebound. And Mann getting up a little slow. He's been down a couple different times on the hardwood as we watch the replay right there.
Caught a little, I think.
Maybe a little elbow, maybe?
Yeah. Get in tight. Get in tight like that. It's tough.
And here's a turnover.
Take one.
Numbers. A little short shot off the glass won't go. Battle for the rebound. Nicholas County comes out of there with it. And we got a James Monroe foul, I do believe. Yep, foul on James Monroe. Minute into the fourth quarter. The overall score is 84-34, 50-point lead for James Monroe. And they've looked the part. They don't look like this is a preseason scrimmage, does it, Eric?
It does not.
They've looked really sharp here. There's a lot of contact, no whistle. That was a lot of contact, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And in no way am I trying to be the referee, but I mean, just watching it, that was a lot of contact right there.
A lot of contact. Looked like should have been going to the free throw line.
And we got a timeout on the floor with 6:50 left in this one. It's a 30-second timeout. So we will keep it here and let you know that these scrimmages are brought to you in part by the Spartan Factory. Spartan Factory has T-shirts, team uniforms. They have anything you need for your no matter what level you're playing at, whether it's grade school, middle school, high school. They're located in Beckley. You can check out their website at thespartanfactorywv.com. Also, the game brought to you in part by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia, proud sponsor of local sports. And also Edward Jones Financial Advisors, and Edward Jones, Heather Cantley, one of the advisors, as well as Tracy Houck and Brooke Dempsey and Ben, I got it here. I'll tell you Ben's name here, Ben Dorsey. So they are your Edward Jones Financial Advisors. And before they get the ball in, we've got a foul away from the ball. So we got 6:50 left in this one. As like I said, the crowd starts to fill in a little bit more. Most people starting to wake up now, Eric. And there's a lot of contact. And what do we got? No foul, just out of bounds.
You're not going to call attention on that. Let's go. That's BS.
So it's getting a little
heated.
Yeah, a little more physical.
Call attention on that.
They call a turnover. The officials are trying to chill the players out. And now it's James Monroe's ball. And they put the ball in play. Here's a deep three. Is no good. Long rebound comes to Nicholas County's Thomas. And there'll be a foul.
Yeah.
And what we don't want, Eric, and I'm sure coaches don't want, you want to kind of clean it up. I mean, we've got 5 fouls between the two teams now. We still got 6.5 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think Nicholas County, the message was play with a little more fire in the second half.
Yeah, a little bit more urgency.
And they've kicked it up a notch, and right there, that was just an errant shot. I think old Thomas was calling for a foul on the closeout, but.
So Gardner will check in. So there is 234s out on the floor right now. And one of them's got the ball is Gardner. Gardner's one of them. Mann is the other. 6.5 remaining. And it's a 50-point lead for James Monroe. Here's a jump shot. The right side is no good. They battle for the rebound. The putback is up and in and one. And on the offensive glass, that's a good job by Lane Taylor as he puts it back in and he'll draw the foul. So, Eric, as we see South Charleston making their way in, as I'm looking across the way, they got a little bit of size there, don't they?
Yeah, but it looks like they only have 7 players.
Yeah. Yes, the free throw is good. The three-point play is completed by Lane Taylor for James Monroe. Takes the lead to 87-34 for the overall lead, coming up on the 6-minute mark of the game. James Monroe with numbers. Into the lane. Shot no good.
I think he should have kicked it for the easy layup right there.
Back the other way, 2-on-1. Here's a mid-range shot, which is short by Nicholas County. And that shot was put up by Sarver. It won't go.
There's the rest of the South Charleston later rivals.
Yeah. So that gives them 9 players, right?
Yes.
Well, you needs 5, right?
Yeah, WVU women proved that.
Yeah, against Duke, right?
Against Duke.
Yep. I remember Larry Bird saying one time, said, asked him one time about Boston not having much of a bench, and he said, well, if you got the right 5, you don't need a bench, right?
That's correct.
Of course, he was part of the big 3. Of course, you had Robert Parrish and Kevin McHale. What we have got.
Looks like they're trying to sub in.
It's the 5th foul. It's free throw time.
Wow.
This fourth
already,
quarter. Well, this fourth
minutes.
quarter has been a little physical. We got already 8 fouls between the teams, and James Monroe's over the limit in fouls. So the actual score is 87-36, and getting to the line for Nicholas County will be Kuiper, and he'll shoot 2, and the first free throw is good. So it's 87-37. And, Eric, that's one thing, we talked about. I haven't seen who's in what region and how they break it down. So I don't know if Shady and South Charleston are in the same region. And by South Charleston coming out of Beckley's region, where that will put, you have Beckley, Oak Hill, and Riverside for sure, as we have a timeout on the court. Let's see if we got a 30 or a full. We got a full. We'll take it with and be right back here on Video Productions.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
5:42 remaining in this fourth quarter, and it's been dominated by James Monroe the entire game. Of course, the quarter you can see is 5-5, but the overall score is 87-38 in favor of James Monroe. And they got off to a good start, Eric. Jumped off to a 5-0 lead, got up to a big lead at 16-4, and led 32-6 at the end of the quarter, and they've never looked back.
Yeah, but the Nicholas County team, I like they haven't given up, and they're trying to battle, and at least win a quarter.
Yeah, they've got a little fight in them. The Grizzlies got a little growl in them.
Yeah, they're not hibernating, that's for sure. Maybe the first 2 quarters.
And we got a whistle and a foul on the floor as they got the ball to Mann in the paint there.
Stay on the floor. Don't worry about the box.
Ryan Mann, and got a lot of moves in his repertoire as he got the ball there in the paint.
Yeah, well polished in the post.
Yeah, so that's only the 4th team foul. It's not a shooting foul. So James Monroe will have to inbound with 5:11 left here in this fourth quarter of this scrimmage. Regular season for a lot of teams in the state of West Virginia in basketball will begin next week, including Nicholas County, opening up on Tuesday. Getting ready to go under the 5-minute mark for the fourth. Nice drive to the basket, finish with the left hand is good. That's a nice play that time by Gardner with a finish.
And another unforced turnover. What I mean by that is they're pressing, but no need for that pass way over top.
So that takes the overall lead to 89-38. And we've got a whistle and a foul, and that'll be free throw time as Nicholas County will sub in 5 for 5. And they'll do it after the first free throw.
I need to go down. I need to go down. I need to go down.
So it'll be Mann getting to the free throw line. One of the 3 seniors that James Monroe has, Ryan Mann, the coach's son. He'll step up to the line. First free throw on its way is no good.
You had a chance to look down the roster. It looks like a up-and-coming man on the team, freshman.
Yeah, I'll find it here. Yep, Emmett Mann, a freshman. As Nicholas County makes wholesale changes, 5 for 5. Second free throw is no good. Man missed both of them. 4.5 remaining here in the ball game.
Help, guys, you gotta help.
And once again, the pressure from James Monroe. That ball looked like it might have been kicked. Was I seeing that correctly? It
It looked like it
kicked.
changed
directory, yeah.
Trajectory, rather.
Back up, JC.
So, I know it's only a scrimmage, Eric, but I think James Monroe definitely, they made a statement here this morning as that 3 is good.
Get open!
92-38, but like I said, it's only a scrimmage. You can't take these points with you to the regular season, but I think you have to be pleased if you're James Monroe of how they played.
Yeah, they've really played consistent defense.
So we got a timeout, Nicholas County, and we got a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here, and we will let you know that the game here and all these games, we appreciate our sponsors, brought to you by Hart's Cabinets. Hart's Cabinets is located in MacArthur, West Virginia, and Hart's Cabinets is a proud sponsor of local sports. You can dial them up at 304-252-2917. Also, this action brought to you by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. They're having their Rockin' New Year's Eve Bowl-a-thon bowling party, and you can be a part of that. For more information, you can dial up Leisure Lanes at 304-253-7328. Well, Eric, just 3:57 left in this one, which has been all James Monroe. And honestly, when I saw the matchup, I had no idea really what to expect.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. We know what you get with James Monroe. I think you and I, all the years we've done this, maybe 3 times had Nicholas County.
Haven't had them much.
One time up Independence and one in one of the tournaments.
Yeah.
And
we've had James Monroe multiple times, and we knew that they would bring a good team. They always do. But James Monroe has been really good here this morning, and they lead 92-38. Come on, the final 3:50. Here's a 3 ball. It's too strong. And that 3 was put up by Tanner Evans, and back the other way. Man with the finish right of the lane off the glass. So the overall score is 94-38. Here's a steal by James Monroe, and that's just been the whole story. His little fall away is good. They've been really good as Hines knocked that down. Their defense, Eric, is, turned into offense.
Yeah, and you know what? They all seem to have a grasp of the press that they use, and they're going to try to speed you up. A lot of teams, better have strong guard play.
Well, that's it. And, and we know this too, the teams that press don't like to be pressed. So if you're a pressing team, like you said, you better be able to handle the ball against this James Monroe team, because not only they got size, they got length, they got quickness, they got really good athletes. A lot of these kids play on football as well as baseball, so they're multiple talented players. And you're right, you have to be able to handle the ball. Is at the free throw line for Nicholas County is Keenan, and the first shot is no good. But yes, protecting the basketball when you play James Monroe will definitely be a key.
And also shooting free throws, because when you play up tempo as they do, you're going to get chances.
They're going to foul you.
At the foul.
Yeah,
they're going to foul you.
And free throws has not been one of the better things at Nicholas County, even though they've shot it better a little bit here in the second half. But throughout the morning, throughout the game, they just have not been able to do it, as there's a foul, and that'll get man to the line for James Monroe. So it's 96-38. It was 32-6 at the end of the quarter, 55-12 at the break. 84-31 at the end of 3.
And that's one thing that surprised me about Man. He's not been very efficient at the free throw line.
Yeah, and you figure, coach's sons are gym rats. They live in the gym, and free throws is something that you think that most of the time, and you would agree with this, I'm sure, Eric, most coach's sons are very good at the free throw line. So he made 1 of 2.
Hey, 14!
97-38 the lead, with 3:09 left in it. Coming up will be Shady against South Charleston. I was watching the play, and for a minute I thought the young man was going up in our lap.
Yeah, I did too. I was watching his feet, actually.
Yeah, I was watching. I was looking for the heavy hitter in the monitor, because I thought that player was going to end up right in Mr. Nick Eston's lap right there. as they battle for the loose ball down on the floor, the held ball. So this one's been on James Monroe. Like I said, Eric, we'll see James Monroe on when they play Shady on December the 29th at the Raleigh County Convention Center, part of the Little General Battle for the Armory.
And I'm sure James Monroe will stick around to watch some of the next action.
Ball's loose, and we got a whistle, and we got a foul. And let's see which way they'll call a foul. I think it's going to be a Nicholas County foul.
Yeah, this last 8 minutes.
You know, especially the last couple minutes,
Yes.
got kind of gotten away, a little sloppy, a little foul, not really. And that's one thing when you have games that this really hadn't been that competitive, and the officials are, like I said, there's 2 of them, and it's preseason for them as well as the free throw's good. You want to make sure you keep things under control. The overall score is 98-38. And second free throw is good. 99-38 is the overall score with 2:28 left here in the fourth quarter. So I'm sure that maybe James, maybe they know it, maybe they don't know it, Eric, but more likely they're going to get over the century mark here.
Yeah, definitely.
There you go, Brady. Cut him up.
Well
Cut him
over
up.
it.
Cut him up. Cut him up.
There's a little drive shot on right of the lane of time by Lilly.
He was caught by the door.
Yep, and we got a couple of free throws coming.
Yes.
Or do we?
No, it was just
Nope,
side out.
Just side out.
The young man for James Monroe hustling had to run through the door basically to.
Yeah, I couldn't see because where I'm sitting at, I wasn't looking at the monitor, and the coach is right there in front of me. We got a whistle. Got a foul on Nicholas County. Illegal screen. So here we go.
Ooh, got away with a double dribble there.
Yeah, like I said, it's a scrimmage. It's new for the officials as it is for
Well,
players.
it's tough for 2 officials to ref.
Yeah.
You know.
It's hard for 3 to do it. Sometimes it makes it tougher when it's 2. Coming up on the final 2 minutes of this one. Three ball straight away, won't go. Battle for the rebound. The put back by Boone is good.
And Boone able to battle inside. He's had a pretty good second half.
99-40. And that shot will not go for James Monroe. They get a steal. Shot up by Comer won't go.
Stuck on 99.
Yep. And we got a whistle and a foul on the rebound. So we'll walk the length of the floor and shoot free throws, and that's another thing. Like I said, it's kind of got a little sloppy and a lot of fouls.
A lot of fouls.
Yeah.
Here in the second half.
Yeah, because once each team gets to 5, they quit counting them. So that's at least 10 between them, and we probably had closer to 15, I would say.
I'd say closer to 15.
Yeah. Boone will get to the line. He'll shoot 2. And the free throw is no good. Shady and South Charleston on deck. And that's scheduled to tip at 11:45. It's 11:30 now, so it'll be probably just shortly after that. Like I said, about a 15-minute warm-up, Eric, at the conclusion of this game as Boone misses both of them. The final 125 remaining here in the fourth quarter. We'll have a quick wrap-up of this one, get you ready for the next one. Nice little kiss off the glass by Hines, and that'll make it 101-40. So James Monroe putting up over 100 points in this scrimmage. As that shot by Maverick Smith won't go. And coming up here on the final minute. And a foul. And, you know, Eric, if you're the referee, you know, you had to call that.
You have
it
to
definitely
call it.
was a foul.
Yes,
and you'd hope with the score the way it is and winding down that, yeah, you're trying to play defense, but at the same time, if you make a foul, the officials, they have to call it.
Yeah, you got to officiate the game all the way. If it's a foul in the first minute, why not the last, right?
That's right. Broyles is at the line. Did he make that one, by the way? He did not. Skylar Broyles, sophomore. And he's ready for his second free throw. On its way. And he missed that one. And the loose ball is out of bounds to James Monroe as we just go under a minute for the ball game. So looking forward to this next one, which we think will be very competitive. And I think a lot of people.
Both coaches coach hard.
Anxious to see each new look team as players come and go. Very interested to see South Charleston and Shady. Final 45 seconds. 101-40 scrimmage lead for James Monroe.
Yeah, you know this is a big next game because Wyoming East coaches here. They don't play until.
Well, they don't play till 3:15, right? I think I got it on the schedule here.
Yes,
3:15. Yeah. Yep. But they want to be able to scout. Everybody's looking, scouting.
These next teams might be playing them in the tournament battle for the armor.
Yep. 101-40 is the score here. The final 12 seconds. There's a little floater, won't go down the lane. That was put up by Sarver, and a missed dunk. And
is that yeah?
That ought to do it. There's a shot. It will count. If it goes, it does not go. And in this scrimmage, the final score, unofficially, 101-40 in favor of James Monroe. We'll take a quick break and come back, recap this, get you ready for the next one here on Video Productions.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today. I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in Southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.